Hey guys, it's me, Skyler Capri, and today I'm going to be doing a first day of swim practice checklist. If you are a swimmer, like competitive or even high school or middle school, I know some middle schools and high schools have swim teams. You know that winter is primarily the season for invitationals, most of your meets, and it's mainly the competitive season, and summer is basically your kind of break from meets. You don't have nearly as many, or if you don't have any at all, and it's kind of a time for new swimmers to sign up. So about mid-February to mid-March is probably where the meet season is going to come to an end. So I thought that I would make a first day of swim practice checklist because you guys will be receiving new teammates as the new season's going to start up starting after this initial one. So I thought I'd put together a first day of swim checklist for you so that when you go to swim on your first day, you know what to bring. You're not going to be scared or anything, and always the first day of practice, if you don't come mid-season, like the first day of getting back to practice for everyone, is typically like 25s and 50s and maybe a few 100s, nothing too hard to be scared or worried about. So today I just put together a checklist for you because I couldn't find a video on this when I was going to my first day of swim, and I think this would help a lot of you guys. Also, I used the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Honey palette for my eyeshadow today, so if you guys would like to see a tutorial, you can leave a comment down below. And also, my shirt is like very summery because it's so cold, and I want it to be summer already because obviously no school and the beach every single day. So starting off, probably the three most obvious things you're going to need for the pool are goggles, a suit, and a cap. So for goggles, always bring an extra pair or have an extra bungee strap, so in case your goggles break, you're prepared and your coach won't probably mind. Next is a suit. So for the girls, it's going to be preferably a one-piece. I do know that some swim teams allow you to have a two-piece, but many of them only allow one piece, and a lot of the teams do send out an email, the coach will, to your parents or to yourself, depending on what email you give them, so that they can send out like a checklist and like a welcome kind of email to you. So for the suit, it's going to be preferably a one piece for the girls, and for the guys, it's typically going to be a jammer or a Speedo, whatever you feel more comfortable in. If you only have kind of like the board short, like loose fitting swim trunks, I guess, you could definitely wear that for the first day. Just keep in mind that you're going to want a suit with less drag, so you might want to think about picking up a jammer or a Speedo in your swim shop. And then the next one is a cap, and this is an absolute must-have for the girls. Even if you have long or short hair, literally all of the girls wear caps just so that it's less drag. The boys, it's more kind of a preference thing. I know a lot of people on my swim team, a lot of the boys don't choose to wear caps. Next is going to be your gear and your gear bag. That's kind of a loose one. For gear, that's typically going to be snorkel, kickboard, hand paddles, pool buoy. I'm forgetting one. Which one is it? Fins. Yeah, that's the one I was forgetting. And a tennis ball. I know tennis balls are kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of specific to the team, but my team does a lot of drills with tennis balls, so they recommend that we have one. But make sure you have your gear for the first day, or if you want to go a little bit early and hang it up, a lot of teams in a lot of facilities have little racks where you can hang up your gear bags, and I definitely recommend putting all your gear in a gear bag and labeling it with your first and last name, just so that no one accidentally mistakes it for theirs, and you know that if it does magically disappear at practice one day and you have no idea where it is, that your name's on everything, and hopefully it will be returned to the lost and found. Next is for Dryland. You are going to need Dryland clothes and Dryland tennis shoes or running shoes. So how I go into practice, I have a suit on, and then I have a pair of shorts or sweatpants and a t-shirt and a hoodie. Shorts, I say shorts and sweatpants only because depending on what the weather is, if it's really hot, I'm going to wear only a shorts and a t-shirt, but if it's colder, I might wear shorts and a hoodie or sweatpants and a t-shirt, kind of like that. Just I like to have my suit on just so that when they say, okay, go change to get in the water, my suit's already on and it's not going to take forever, and I don't want to be the last one out onto the deck. So you're going to need that, and you're also going to need some running or tennis shoes, mainly because coaches really don't like when you do Dryland or kind of lifting weights or running and flip-flops or like Birkenstocks and slides and that kind of stuff, only because, first of all, it's a safety reason, and second of all, running miles in Birkenstocks is probably not going to be the most comfortable, so you're going to want to keep in mind having a good pair of running shoes that you can wear to practice. Next is going to be something comfortable to drive home or walk home in. I know as I get out of practice, I'm definitely not going to be putting on a pair of Converse, the tightest jeans I own, and a turtleneck. I definitely want to wear sweatpants or shorts, depending on the weather, flip-flops, and a hoodie or a t-shirt, kind of depending on the weather, but that is just kind of what I wear out of practice. Obviously, if you have somewhere to go afterwards, bring whatever you need to go. If you are going to your friend's house or like a sleepover, be selective when you pick that, but every day I would just wear something really comfortable home. Next is a water bottle. You obviously need a water bottle for practice and for Dryland. The way my team did it, we had Dryland for a half hour, and then we had pool time for an hour and a half, and that's kind of how they did it. So you're going to want to have your water bottle filled. So I have my water bottle filled on my way to practice. If I need any drinks through Dryland, I can go over and just sip on it. And then starting off with practice, you're going to want to fill your water bottle before practice or do it at the breaks. I know that between certain sets we got breaks, but coaches really don't like it when you are out of water in the middle of a set. It's going to be really annoying, not only for you and for them. And yeah, so that's just not a good place to be in. Next up is going to be a post-swim snack. I am always starving when I get out of the pool because I typically like to eat anywhere from a half hour to an hour before practice so I don't feel sick, and I'm definitely not going to eat any fried foods or any of that sort before practice. If you guys would like to see a kind of what to eat around practice times and post-practice snack ideas, leave a comment down below telling me so. But some post-swim snacks are just like Cliff or like Luna bars, just like any like protein bar, granola bar is good, fruit snacks are good, chocolate milk, this is a funny one. Chocolate milk is really good for after swimming and before swimming. In fact, a lot of coaches recommend it around meet times, and I had this joke with my swim coach. I was like, well, what if you eat like a whole Hershey's chocolate bar and you drink milk? And he was like, no, that's not the same thing. But so chocolate milk's a good one, and also fresh fruits. But I know a lot of people, there's some practice are later in the night, obviously, because they have school, but some people are really lucky that if they either have school practice or team or club practice directly after school. So it kind of depends, but like fruits are one that you don't really want to eat late at night, but it kind of depends what you're in the mood for. Sometimes whenever I get picked up, I like to have whichever parent is driving, either my dad or my mom, bring me like a snack, and maybe like it'll be like leftovers from dinner. Like we make my mom makes an awesome like chicken and rice, and chicken and rice are just a really good combination for after swim. Chicken is just packed with protein, and the rice is just soft and it's warm, because normally I am freezing after practice, and I could stand in these steaming hot showers after practice forever, but eventually I have to get out and go home, obviously. Next is, I actually already filmed this, but I had to film it again because I forgot this item, and it is a towel. Don't forget a towel. I actually have forgotten towels countless times because I haven't had my swim bag packed the night before and I didn't go through it. Yeah, so just don't forget a towel, because you are in a really awkward spot, and I really don't think you're going to want to wear your wetsuit home. That just kind of grosses me out when I see people do that. But make sure you have a towel. And also you're going to want to make sure you have a pair of kind of dry clothes always in your bag. You're going to want to put them away from like your Dryland clothes, and when you're kind of grabbing your bag after practice to head into the locker room, depending on where you put your bag. You don't want to mix dry and wet clothes, obviously, because you'll just be super uncomfortable, and that's not ideal for after coming out of a freezing cold pool. You're going to want something that'll be nice and dry and comfortable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think the next swim related video is going to be a meet essentials. I actually have like a sheet of paper right here, so that's why if you see my eyes darting to that, it's kind of the list, so I didn't forget anything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys!